That the 8 gates them is one of the abilities that the people more like, and also the ability of taijutsu more strong, that is have all know. But each opening that is liberated of the 8 gates have something different in them. One improve. In the physical capacities, one ability more or something. So then I am here for say you what each liberation of the 8 gates make. And their symbolisms in the anime of Naruto, we can see other characters using abilities similar with the 8 gates, but we go to speak only of the users that use the 8 gates as their main ability, and the characters showed in the anime, not in the ninja world by entire, that can open and use the opening of the gates is the own guy that is easily bigger. User of this technique and also the bigger user of taijutsu of all the anime, being able even open all the gates, Rock Lee the disciple of Guy, whereas speak that he can open until the 6 gates, Naruto Shippuden, but in Boruto is speak that he can open all the 8 gates, although of never have used, if not he not would be alive. And finally Metal Lee, son of Rock Lee, that also have the talent for the taijutsu, and as all that are watching must know, the gates is an ability of user liber more, and more force of his body surpassing his limits, and although of be an ability very strong, the consequences are serious. Said this all we go to start to speak of each opening of the gate's first gate, locate in the region of the brain, the gate of the opening grant to the user, the capacity of use 100% of his musculature. A concept interesting since the human brain only allow use of 20 to 30% of the total force that the body can exert as mechanism of protection to avoid the destruction of its aim but the opening gate. This limitation is removed, liberating. So all the force of the body. This gate symbolized the first step for break. The limits represent the courage of defy the own body and the mind of go beyond of what is considered safe. But those that use open this gate give the first step toward to greatness, so much that the evolution real demand, discomfort and sacrifice the first technique, liberated by this gate frontal lotus, that is a blow powerful overwhelming, but that charge a price of the own user. The user throw the opponent to the air and after use the shadow of the leaf dancing for arrive until the back of the opponent, once behind of the opponent, spinning in high speed, head down toward the ground releasing, in the last minute. So as in the fight of Lee against the Gaara, because he using of the gates of chakra, the users stay extremely tired, making this technique a knife of 2 edges. Second gate also known as gate of the healing, although this gate not, consider many things different of the first increasing the physical capacities of the user, but also give something more for be about of the gate the healing. He re-energized the body, allowing that user continue fighting, even when should be at the edge of collapse. But this not is a healing in the sense literal. Not is regeneration only an impulse, temporary, like in discharge extreme of adrenaline, that end with the pain and help the body follow ahead. The gate of the healing allow, ignore the limitations imposed by the body, but also teach a lesson. Cruel all for have a price and push. The own limits can be the difference between the victory and self-destruction. Third gate. The gate of the life is located in the spinal cord and grant to the user an increase still bigger of force and speed, but his true essence is in the change that provoke the flux of blood intensify, the skin acquire a tone reddened, and more than never the body start to feel the impact of this liberation with him the user gain access to hidden lotus that is a version more advanced and destructive of the frontal lotus. Once that the gates are open, the user throw the target in the air and attack it intensely, beating him with arm standing, sending the target direct to the ground. The technique is generally fatal due to the speed and to the power behind of the attack, due to transport of chakra, be open of one only time. It only can be used one unique time, since the user probably will be incapable of endure if after this is proved. When the Rock Lee stay almost without get stay standing. After use against Gaara, the gate of the life can represent the moment in that the warrior start to transform this gate symbol of this transition where the body and the mind enter in the state where fighter pass to act by pure conviction. This is the gate of decision. He marked the instant that the ninja leave of worry with what can happen after and think only in the now. Who open this gate understand that for reach the victory is necessary. Be willing to pay the price and not always is guarantee that will get up after fourth gate. The gate of the pain is located in the spinal cord and mark a point critical in the opening of the gates. Not have. No difference physical or the new power that he make beyond of increase the speed and the potency of the user to levels absurd, but also impose a cost cruel more. The muscles start to tear due to the pressure extreme, each movement the body feel. The effects of the own power as if was broken inside fifth gate. The gate of the freedom is located in the abdomen and boosts still more speed and the power of the user. He not have nothing to beyond of increase the physical capacities this gate. Symbolize brute force of the nature, the moment that the warrior transform in a force unstoppable. He teach that have power not is enough is necessary. Know how use it. The true freedom not is without limit, but know until where can essential of destroy. Now we go to pass by the last three gates in terms that, beyond of be the more powerful, are also the more risky of use. Since he put much pressure in the body destroying little by little sixth gate, the gate of the view is located also in the spinal cord and raise the speed and the potency of the user to levels extreme. The quantity of energy liberated is so absurd that can distort the own environment, creating vortexes and bodies of water around this gate, allow to the user a power devastating. And mortal in the philosophy of Maito-gai user, shoot a sequence of punches so fast that generate friction inflaming the air around the attack form. A fan fluorescent similar to a peacock of fire before launch the opponent to the ground wrap in. The aura of the blow. The gate of the peacock represent the clarity absolute, not enough have power is necessary. See the path ahead. Many warriors fall, because let take by the own force without purpose. But those that really master their art know exactly where and when hit. This gate symbolizes the importance of the focus. The difference between a body wasted and a body decisive in the end. Not is the more strong that win, but that know how and where hit. Seventh gate, the gate of the wonder, is located below of the stomach and take the user to a level of power where speed and force fuse and something that surpass the limits of the body. Only those that open it can realize the daytime tiger a blow so fast powerful that shape the own. Air to his will, condensing pressure in a devastating burst of energy. The body react to this state extreme, liberating his sweat, brilliant that evaporate immediately and reveal an aura of pure intensity that many confuse with an armor of chakra. But this appearance have a cost high. The muscles tear in pieces and the pain become unbearable. The minor touch, the gate of the wonder symbolize the summit of overcoming. Here the warrior find in the limit between human and impossible. He teach that the true power, also the capacity of follow ahead even when all is collapsing but is a price. The brilliance of gate not come of the energy, but of the sacrifice those that arrive until here fight only to leave their mark in the history. Eighth, gate, the final. Gate, the gate of the death, is the limit final where the body reach and power absolute but incapable of sustain it. For open it, the user must pierce his own point above of the heart, forcing to pump with his capacity, maximum the blood. Boil the body burn inside the energy vital transport, in form of a vapor flaming escaping by all the pores. The hair and eyebrow of the eyes are reddened, and the environment around start to distort due to the heat of the extreme. Here all the energy, accumulated in the gate's previous explode of one only time the speed, the force the reflexes surpass any human limit increasing in until 100 times the force of the user. The person reached the node that very few other people could arrive if was by the means conventional or be training becoming a true force of nature. But the price is the own life not have return. The user is burning his existence in exchange of an instant of supreme power. Normally, who open this gate turn ashes since his body disintegrate of inside to outside. The gate of the death symbolize the sacrifice absolute if in the other gate someone still fought to leave his mark. Here he leave a legacy, a lesson, teach that must give all of self without regrets, even if this cost the own life. The death not is the end when fight for something bigger. Those that arrive until here understand that the true force not is price of brute power, but the disposition of use without fear. The consequences with this liberation. Final guy can execute a sequence of punches so fast, can burn the own air hitting the enemy, as explosions successive and as final blow. The night guy is so fast that transform the user in a true comet, the body more destructive of jutsus but against. All the probabilities go with all force. And we arrive until the end of the video. Say me, there discovered something new about the 8 gates or liked of the philosophy that I brought for each one of the gates anyway. Thanks for watch the video. Leave your like, subscribe in the channel, and activate the little bell to not lose these contents here in the channel. I will continue to bring more videos about Naruto until more.